Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about reducing calories over time. If you've been watching in the past, I always say to start with, you want to start your weight loss journey. I think picking your exercise, picking your cardio, having that and starting that is going to be an easier plateau into the diet, because once you start exercising, you start losing the weight, your body is going to have certain requirements for fuel. So I think once you get into the motions, it'll be easier to want to improve your diet. Now, I always say, when you start picking your diet, easiest way to start is tracking. Don't change anything yet. Track everything. See your eating habits. You see your eating habits, you put them under a microscope so that you can improve them. But you track everything, so now you know how many calories you're consuming day by day, week by week. And the idea is, if you want an easy, successful weight loss journey, is to reduce that number over time. Now, maybe you just have had a sporadic diet and, what you're consuming is all over the place. So then you want to find a median range. If Monday you consume 2,000 calories and Tuesday 28, 3, you know what I mean? And you're consuming different levels, right? Take the median average. I'm not saying do direct math. I'm just saying find a common middle ground and say, okay, so this is basically what I'm consuming on a daily basis, right? And then reduce that. You've tracked everything, you've written it down at this point, so you can see the numbers. So you say, okay, well, if I prepare this, I eat that, I'll consume 2,200 calories, which is, the median you discovered was 2,400. And you start like that. And by starting in that aspect of reducing smaller calories over time, it gives your body time to adjust. If you were gonna be building muscle and going on a bulk, you would literally do the same thing in reverse, where, yeah, you want to eat more to put on more muscle, but you're better off especially for your body, to incrementally increase it. Whereas maybe you're consuming 2,500 calories, now you're consuming 3,000 calories, and then you continue going 3,500 calories. And it can do the same thing. It's the same concept for losing weight, is just reducing some over time, and eventually, you'll get to the point where you can't reduce the calories and you've got your diet plan. Anywhere from 400 to 500 of a reduction is wonderful, but you can be successful with 100, 200, 300 calorie reductions. It's all about calorie deficit. It's all about how you're starting it. I always say that it can be really difficult to start, but I truly believe once you get going, once you get into the motions, and that's why I preach making the plan, that's why I preach tracking what you're doing, because I think once you fucking get there, once you're doing it, you can succeed, you can push forward. A lot of people I see, if they stick with it, it works. And the only time the journey is unsuccessful is when they give up. If you're doing it, even if the numbers aren't going crazy and you're seeing small changes over time, the fact that you're there, putting the work in, you're doing it, you're not giving up, it's successful. And if you want it to be something life-changing, I say it, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Your diet is going to play a humongous role. I will 100% say your diet is 70% of it. And that being said, especially for someone that's like maybe morbidly obese, someone that's 300, I was 367 pounds. I could have been putting away anywhere from 3 to 4,000 calories. I had no idea. I didn't immediately start tracking. And I think that's why it took so long for me to see really good progress. I feel like if I would have started tracking my food and understanding how to set the numbers and that it's a numbers game, I would have seen better results in the beginning. And that's why I try and let you guys know how important tracking is. I constantly hear that, yo, I'm not tracking my meals, I'm not tracking my food, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. You have to be tracking. If you're not tracking, you're slacking. Keto King said that. But it's a very, simple concept that falls under the radar. A lot of people aren't tracking. A lot of people don't know the finite numbers. And you really have to put those numbers in the forefront. If you want to see results, you can't just put in the work in the gym. You have to put in the work outside of the gym as well, in prep, in preparing, and making sure you're successful on your journey. And a slow reduction in calories is going to be easier especially for someone that's really big, that's used to consuming you're used to consuming 3,000 calories. You trying to consume 2,000, your body's gonna be upset, you're gonna be crying, you're gonna feel like shit because your body is used to this. So if you slowly reduce the calories over time, your body gets used to it. It's easier. It's easier for your body to adapt to the change than if you're just trying to stop the food and reduce and put this diet in. I would even say, especially if you're morbidly obese, really big, like I said, 100 calorie reduction. Wouldn't even start changing, wouldn't even start taking all the sugar out, because when you're that big, just a small change in diet, you'll see good results. And I constantly preach it. I feel like if you can start to see results, it's going to be easier for you to push forward. But you have to do it. You have to want it, and you have to track it. I'm telling you, doing the cardio, doing the diet, doing the exercise, doing all that is great. But knowing the numbers, I constantly say it's a numbers game. Calorie deficit, you burn more calories, you eat less calories. And if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know the numbers that you're putting up, then you could have a successful journey. But I think it'd be even easier. You'd see even more results by dictating the numbers. Remember, your weight loss journey is something that you control. You make every aspect of it, the schedule, the workout, the diet. You are the arbiter, you're the leader of your journey. So every good thing that comes from it, you'd be proud of, and every failure and mistake, you have to take and learn from. And I feel like if you can really see that aspect of just small reduction, remember, I just want it to be easy for you. I want to lay down the blueprint. I want to make the barrier of entry so low that anybody at any age, at any weight, can look at a weight loss journey and say, man, I think I can do that. That's the idea of this channel, is to make it look and make you feel like, hey, I can do this. I 100% believe any age, any weight, you start your cardio, you start exercising, you work on your diet, you're tracking, you're doing everything I laid out in the plans, you can have a successful weight loss journey. But you have to apply it. You have to want it. You can't let nothing fucking stop you. I'm gonna keep saying it too, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Is that a true successful weight loss journey is when you put your everything into it and you really make the big change for your life, for your health, for your family. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys start your journey today and stay positive.